I'm 43 and I broke up with my scale because I grew up in the 80s and 90s where everything was literally restricted and we learned these crazy diets and nothing had nutritional value. I mean, we were talking major restriction and no focus was on protein, and it was all or nothing for everything, right? It was such extreme dieting, but it was not focused on actual good nutrition. And I ended up having gastric sleeve surgery 5 years ago in 2019. And that's when I realized that it wasn't a matter of me eating too much, because I never really felt like I ate too much, but I ate too much of the wrong things and not enough of the right things. So 5 years ago when I had gastric sleeve surgery, I started off at 296. My highest, I think, was 327. I did get down to 160 at one time, and then I had some regain, and I decided to break up with the scale because it was just an unhealthy habit of hopping on, and I didn't want it to guide me anymore. So why am I telling you this? Because I think it's always fun to do this kind of stuff together, right? I'm a real person. I'm going to flop. I'm definitely going to mess up. I'm not going to get my water in every day, but I do want to share what I'm doing because I know that it works. It worked for me before, and I know that it'll work for me again. It's just a matter of discipline. I know that moving my body is going to make me feel better. I know that it's going to feel better with not only like movement, but it's going to make me feel better in my mind as well. And we all know when our mind is right, everything else starts to get right too, right? So I'm going to start taking better care of myself, and I just want to make friends and be accountable and share that on here. So if you are in your 30s or 40s and you want to come on this journey with me, then hop aboard this crazy train. Y'all have to have a starting point. So today is going to be my day one. I have no clue what the scale says right now, but I'm going to go based off of my clothes. And why am I doing that? Again, it's an unhealthy relationship. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. And when I feel confident in how I am doing, and I'm being accountable, and I'm marking off the check sheet that I hit my target goals for water, for protein, for just knowing, if this was a good, like I'm going to follow like an 80-20 rule when it comes to good and bad foods. I'm still going to allow myself, because if I restrict too much, I'm going to want it more. And I don't know if you're like that, but if you are, give it a try, okay? Instead of filling your system with a bunch of like 100-calorie packs and empty calories, fill it with protein first. And that is one of my number one rules, is that normally half of my plate to 2/3 of my plate is full of protein, vegetables, and then I allow myself like a carb of some kind, normally a sweet potato or something along those lines. So I was very fortunate. 7 years ago, I was introduced to a supplement line that has an incredible bioavailability, which I actually absorb the nutrients that I'm taking from my vitamin. I take the Men's Elite capsules from Thrive. They have tons of B complex vitamins. There's just a ton of stuff, right? So do you probably still need to take something if you take vitamin 3 or you take any medications or anything along those lines? Talk with your doctor. But if there's things that are not in this, then you can take them. There is about 50 milligrams of caffeine in this, but a cup of coffee has like 240. This is dispersed throughout the day, so you're not getting it all at once. You can get the women's, which has a little bit less caffeine, but I do want to tell you that this is from the green coffee bean extract, so you are not getting like straight caffeine, right? It is just derived from that. So, and I don't know, I'm not going to get into the like science behind it, but I also am taking a lifestyle mix. This does not have enough protein for it to constitute for a meal. So this one is vanilla, and this is our Thrive Elite. It does have 18 grams of protein, 8 grams of dietary fibers. It's a low glycemic index. It's great for gut health, but I am going to go ahead and mix it with Premier Protein. I know there's some other options out there. Isopure has good ratings. I've not really had a whole lot of them. I normally mix this with ice water. Today I'm going to make it like an Orange Julius, and I'll show you, I'll video that afterwards. And then the last step that I take, and I take this before my feet hit the ground in the morning, and trust me, I know that sounds crazy, and I'm a nurse, you guys, it does make a difference. And honestly, I feel like it's kind of aged me backwards. And when I lost 100 and, I don't even know, it was like 140 something pounds, I thought I was going to look a lot older, but I actually, quite the opposite. I do have a good skincare line though too, which is also Thrive. But that's another story. We'll talk about that another time. The last step is our DFT Duo. Elite is my favorite right now. This is just going to help. This is patented, by the way, and this just helps like circulate everything through you. I'm not going to get into all the details of it, but trust me, you take these 3 steps and you're going to notice the difference. And if you need somewhere to start and you've been kind of sluggish and just kind of want to feel better, control your appetite more, let me get a sample out to you on me. On me, all right? Our customers can thrive for free. Our promoters can thrive for free. And if you need to make some extra money, guess what? You can run your business for free. I have for 7+ years. And right now is an incredible time to join, just because there's so much that you can do. And there's people advertising their links on all of the apps now, and sharing ways to make extra money. And listen, it may be for you, it may not be for you. Maybe you just want to use the product and you want to learn how to get it for free. Either way, that's cool. If you don't even want to do the product, you don't have to. If you just want to get on this train with me and focus on getting better protein in, getting your water in, moving your body more, because I want to start walking at the track. I want to start doing some yoga and different things outside, and just start feeling better. And I really want to take people along with this journey. I wish I would have done it years ago when I first had my surgery, but I didn't. I was scared, and maybe I thought part of me was going to fail. I don't know, but that's where I'm at now. So I'm 43. I'm ready to have a healthy relationship with the scale, but for now, I'm not going to hop on it. I'm going to avoid it. I'm going to allow my clothes to tell a different story. I'm going to get my water in, get my protein in, develop a healthy relationship with food again, and I'm going to be proud of me. And by the time I turn 45 or 44, I want to be at my goal weight, and I want to help other women develop a healthy relationship with food, also confidence, and just kind of go out there and take bull by horns and do whatever it is in life that makes you happy, that fuels you in every ounce of the way. Anyways, I hope you have an amazing day. And if you're interested in getting a sample of this crazy stuff with me or just coming along with this journey, let's go. Let's go.